All right, and again, my name is Joe Powell, and I am still a person in long-term recovery. And just to give you a little overview about what does the Association of Persons Affected by Addiction do? And again, we were started back 20 years ago, in 1998, when the federal government had decided that, too many people in the United States are still not receiving services and really moving toward recovery in this country. So we found out that only 10% of the country as receiving treatment in this country for addictions, and that was 20 years ago. So they decided that people in recovery need to step up, and when they put out the first Recovery Community Organizations grant. And in 1998, 20 of us around the country received that grant, and APAA was the first in Texas to actually to be a part of the SAMHSA, Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration Recovery Support Grant. And that started a recovery movement that has taken off to where it is today. We also started Faces and Voices of Recovery in 2003, and also as a person that's in long-term recovery that have built many relationships in the community, APAA, the Association of Persons Affected by Addiction, was also able to collaborate with Eastfield College way back when we started in '03, and provided services and provided interns. And Eastfield College would also had students that was interested in recovery and the recovery behavior health field, and so we was able to collaborate with Eastfield College and moving toward collegiate recovery programs. The APAA, the Association of Persons Affected by Addiction, what we do is we provide recovery support services. And what that means is that all of our services fall under 4 supports, and now 5 supports. And that 5th support is education support. And that means that APAA has collaborated with UNT, the University of North Texas, along with Eastfield College, and also some of the other collegiate recovery programs in the community to provide recovery support for students that are in college that have struggled or have some challenges with substance use. We know that in high schools and colleges and universities that substance use is still high in use on these campuses, and so we want to be there and provide those recovery support. In those other supports, other than education, we provide information support. That means any information that a person wants in the community to how do they get into recovery, where's treatment located at, right? And where is other culturally congruent supports and services are in the community. That information we are available. We also provide information on advocacy, as far as what advocacy movements is around there when it comes to mental health and substance use, and where's the jobs and the housing. Jobs and housings comes under instrumental supports. What instrumental supports are there that a person has to have to really sustain recovery? And that means jobs and housing and health and wellness, right? These things a person has to have to move toward recovery. And then we have affiliation support. Affiliation support is the same as companionship, and what we do is we do a dance once a month called Jamming in Recovery, where just last week we brought 100 people together here, learning how to have fun, clean and sober fun, learning how to have fun and learn how to socialize again in recovery, right? And then we have what we call emotional support. Emotional support is big because we provide training for recovery coaches. And recovery coaches is a certified peer support specialist or certified peer specialist that have been trained by us, that actually is a credential that the state of Texas offers. And that means Texas Commission on Addiction Professionals, as well as HHS, as well as the mental health side, that there is via HOPE, that there is hope for people that want to really move toward a career in the behavior health field. All of this is around recovery. Now, we have really been part of the federal government putting a definition of recovery. So if you want to know what is the definition of recovery, and what that means is that recovery is a process of change to improve our health and wellness, live a self-directed life, and strive to reach our full potential. So that process of change to improve health and wellness, that's something that we want to spread throughout not only the person that we see, but his family member or her family member, and also the community. These communities right now are having big challenges, and we know that today over 100 people are dying every day from addictions, right? So our job is not to spread addiction, but to spread recovery, to spread the solution, right? And that's what we do. APA is not only collegiate recovery programs, we also have spread recovery through recovery industries, recovery ministries. We're in the faith-based community, right? There's also recovery residencies, right? So there's transitional housing around recovery. Wherever people are, our job is to spread recovery. So we say recovery is contagious. Give it to somebody. Let's spread recovery. Another word for recovery is health. How do we move this community toward health? And we call that a recovery-oriented system of care, ROSC, which is moving toward the whole community toward recovery. Thank you.